Alright, hi everybody. I've decided to change up my content a little bit, and you may or may not have heard of the game My Singing Monsters. My Singing Monsters is a game where you breed monsters and they all make like different sounds on individual islands. Um and like they make songs. I'm gonna really go in depth of what the game is, but if you heard of it, they've just released a new monster and a new thing in the claw box, which if you haven't heard of it, you may have to look it up. And they've released a new monster called the Inflatterer, and I have not heard it yet. So I'm gonna use it in a My Singing Monsters mix because I like to mix up a My Singing Monsters in Audacity, which is the software I'm using, and it's quite easy. So first I'm gonna find the monster. So basically, um, I'm gonna go to the files, and let's see what this monster is. And I'm gonna speed up the video until I find it. Whoa. Sorry, my thing is glitching out. That's the new monster. Whoa. That's cool. What does its second track sound like? I love that. Ooh, I really like that. I have to say, I really like that. What does the minor form sound like? Because there's a major and a minor form. If you play My Singing Monsters, you might know what it is, but like what the major and minor forms are. What does minor form sound like? Hmm.
Disappointed!
Eh. I have to say it's not the best. What is the second track sound like? Alright, so as I said, I'm going to use that in a mix. So basically, if you have Audacity or another audio software, currently I'm using Audacity, which is like the easiest way for me. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the icon until it's like white like that, and you're going to hold down the control button and you're going to press C, which copies things, in case you don't know what Control C and Control V does. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Audacity, and you're going to hit Control V. When it asks you, Audacity detected this file to be this BPM, would you like to enable music view and set the project tempo to this? I always say yes, because what that's going to do, if there's another monster, because this island is about 100 BPM, but Plant Island is 140. So instead of having to slow it down or speed it up by all on my own, it automatically slows it down or speeds it up. It can be a little bit inaccurate sometimes. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep copying and pasting. You cannot copy and paste different audio files on the same track for some reason. So basically, all I'm going to do is just keep what is it? I'm gonna like keep copying and pasting them on a new line, and then getting rid of the old line. I don't know why it sped up and slowed down, because I believe they're on the same tempo. So basically, I'm just gonna they're on the same BPM the on the major and minor form of the island. It doesn't slow down. So basically, I'm just gonna put that all at 100, and it should work just fine. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna find another monster. So like for example, I can't decide on things very well, so I'm just gonna go to like a random monster. Like let's say whatever this one is right here. Sorry, I have a I don't know why it keeps doing that. Yeah, so basically now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the exact same thing, and it automatically slowed it down to match the tempo of the island. So, yeah. Or the other monster, I mean. Although, it was kind of weird because it didn't line up perfectly. What is this one? Here, I'm going to put them at exactly 89. And, like, while I do some troubleshooting, like, I'll speed up the video so it isn't boring. Alright, so this is what it's going to sound like right now. It might not sound the best, but this is what it sounds like right now. It does need some other things. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to find a percussion monsters, and like, this may just look like a bunch of random, like, numbers and, like, letters and stuff, but basically, this number right here, like, I'm going to go to number 11, this is Composer Island. Well, hold on, Composer Island is a bad example. So, like, I'm going to go to, right here. So, number 5 is Earth Island. And then each one of these letters represents an element, but it's not the first letter of that element. So, like, this right here, 5A, is, I think, Tweedle. La, la. Yeah. So, and then, like, AB is then the 2-element monster. Do, 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 do. Which, I believe that's Tweedle and Mammoth. Which is Dandy Do. So, like, basically, B is the cold element, and A is the air element, and so on. And then there are some other ones, like 5 dash Voc _3 is, like, the vocal monster, basically. So this is, like, Talker, or Stuarb.
Just keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell it sometimes. Well, what I'm going to do for the first percussion monster is I'm going to go to Dromedary on Light Island. I believe Dromedary is a 5-element, and if I find Light Island, which I believe is Island 18, what is it? Dromedary is on this island. Dromedary is like a 5-element, I believe. It might be a 4-element. I could be wrong. So while I find it, here's a speed run. Oh, never mind, I just found it. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that exact same thing right here. It went a little too fast. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow this down to go to 100. So now... Alright, so this is what the part with Dromedary sounds like now. Alright, so that was the part with Dromedary. Feel free to speed up that part of the video because it might take a minute to play. So now that we have that percussion monster, I'm going to do 2 new monsters, and then I'm going to end the video, and I'm going to ask for ideas on what to add once I'm done with the 5 monsters. I wouldn't start putting ideas in the comments yet because you guys haven't heard the entire song, so you might say something that you think sounds good right now, but it might not later. So, like, for example, this monster, that's Rebro from Mech Islet. Something that I really like, is, what is it? Araculele from Mech Islet. It has that really calm sound to it. I'm going to test something that I haven't tested before. I'm going to see if I can copy all 3. Yep, I can. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put those in there and see if it sounds good. Alright, I've made some changes, and now this is what it sounds like. That part sounds empty. So for the last monster that I'm going to use, it's going to fill out that little empty part. Now, I think for the last monster, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Crystal Islet. Since Crystal Islet is relatively new, I'm going to use something from there. Definitely not that. If I get... Okay, I will use that monster right there if there is a comment that says use Crystal Islet Zert with a heart emoji, and then I will do it. But I really don't like that, so do it, I guess. But like, if I get at least one comment with use Crystal Islet Zert with a heart emoji, I will use it. I will use it. But right now, I'm not going to use it just yet. This is like my favorite monster of the whole Crystal Islet. It's Fung Prey. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to start Fung Prey right here. Well, I got a test. Here's the speed run of me figuring it out. It turns out that was way too fast, and there's like almost no way to get that to fit there. So I'm going to just do like one more redraw, and whatever this is right here, I'm going to use it. I can do that. I can definitely use that. Alright, so I found the finished product, and after this, feel free to go to the comments and give me a suggestion for what monster I should use. Alright, so that's all. Yeah, that's 5 monsters, and I will take 3 comment. I will take 3 lucky commenters, give you a shout out in the next episode, and use those monsters. Alright, so see you guys next episode, and bye bye for now.